Hello and welcome to the IT Platform channel. Today we continue our acquaintance with the language of Python programming. In this video, we will study the basics of Python syntax. Find out what variables are, what types of data exist in Python and how to use them. This knowledge will help you create more complex programs in the future. Let's start. What are variables in Python? Let's start with the very concept of variables. Variables are a kind of containers for storing data. Imagine that a variable is like a named box, in which you can put a value and then use it anywhere in your program. For example, if you want to save the user's name, you can create a variable name and put the value Alice there. Name equals Alice. After that, when you need the user's name, you can simply refer to the variable name. In programming, when you create a variable and assign it some value, this value is saved in memory. For example, if you create a variable name and assign it the value Alice, then the variable name now stores this value. Later, when you need to use this value again, you can just write name, and the program will automatically remember that the value Alice is saved under this name. Thus, the variable name allows you to refer to the value Alice by her name. No need to write this value manually again. This simplifies the code, makes it more understandable and allows you to work with data dynamically. Here is an example of a code in Python that demonstrates the creation and use of a variable name to store the user's name. We create a variable name and assign it the value Alice. Name equals Alice. We use the variable name grid to output the greeting message. Print hi plus name plus double apostrophe. Explanation 1. In the first line, we create a variable name and assign it the value Alice. 2. In the second line, we use the name in the print function to output the message. Hi, Alice. Double apostrophe dot. 3. Instead of directly writing Alice in the print line, we refer to the variable name. If in the future the value name changes, we will not have to change the code in the print function. It will automatically be updated. Examples of creating variables in Python. Let's create a few variables and see how they work. For example, we can create variables name and age to store a person's name and age. Name equals Alice. Age equals 25. Now the variable name contains the line Alice, and the variable age is 25. You can change the value of the variable when necessary. For example, if a person's age changes, we can increase the value of the variable age. Age plus equals 1. Now age will be equal to 26. To explain the idea of changing the value of the variable in Python, here is a text example. We create a variable name grid and assign it the value Alice. Name equals Alice. Print initial value of the variable. Double apostrophe. Name. Grid change the value of the variable name to Bob. Name equals Bob. Print new value of the variable. Double apostrophe. Name. Explanation 1. The variable name is first assigned the value Alice. 2. Then the value of the variable is changed to Bob. 3. When you turn to the variable after the change, it returns a new value. Variables in Python are flexible and allow you to work with data as it is convenient. Variable naming rules in Python. It is important to remember that when naming variables, there are several rules. Variables must start with a letter or symbol. Names cannot contain spaces. You cannot use the keywords of the Python language, such as class, def, return. Here is an example of correct and incorrect variable names. My lowercase variable equals 10 grid correct name. 1 variable equals 5 grid incorrect name. Class equals 3 grid incorrect. Class. Keyword. Try to give variables understandable and meaningful names. For example, title lowercase price, user lowercase h, so that the code is readable and understandable. Basic types of data in Python. Now let's take a look at the basic types of data in Python. There are several basic types of data in Python, which are often used. 1. Whole numbers. Int. For storing whole numbers. For example, h is equal to 30. 2. Substantial numbers. Float. For storing fractional numbers. For example, height is equal to 5. 8. 3. Strings. Str. For storing text. For example, greeting is equal to hello world. Double apostrophe. 4. Logical values. Bool. For representing truth or falsehood. For example, student is equal to true. These types of data will help you manage and process various values in programs. Examples of using data types. Now let's see how you can use different types of data together. We will create several variables and derive their values. Name is equal to Alice. H is equal to 25. Height is equal to 5. 7. Alice student is equal to true. Print name, double apostrophe. Print age, double apostrophe. Print height, double apostrophe. Print student, double apostrophe. Alice student. This code will derive the value of the variable name. H. Height. Alice student. You can combine different types of data for more complex tasks. Type function. Sometimes it is useful to find out what type the variable belongs to. To do this, there is a type function in Python that returns the type of variable data. Let's see how it works. Print type name. The grid is smaller than the str class. More than. Print type age. The grid is smaller than the int class. More than. Print type height. The grid is smaller than the class. More than. Print type age. Student. The grid is smaller than the class. More than. Type function. It returns the type of variable data. This helps when calculating and checking values. Examples with operations for different types of data. Let's see what operations are available for each type of data. 1. Numerical operations. You can add, subtract, multiply and divide numbers. 2. X equals 10. Y equals 3. Print x plus y, xy, x star y, xy. 3. Operations with lines. You can combine lines or repeat them. Name equals Alice. Print name plus Johnson. 4. Concatenation grid. Print name star 3. 5. Repetition grid. Print name 0. 6. Access to the first symbol grid. 7. Logical operations. You can combine and use logical operators. AES. EDALT equals H more than 18. Print AES. EDALT. Print true and false. These operations help you work with data and perform the necessary calculations in the program's A. Practical exercise for you. Try to complete these tasks yourself. 1. Create a variable with your name and age. And you see the message. Hello, my name is name me age years. 2. Create a variable and with the lower underline with them and set its value in true or false. Then you see the message today is sunny or cloudy today depending on value, and with the lower underline with them put the video on pause and try solve the problem on your own. Then check your results. Python execution of the first task grid. Create a variable for name and age. Name is equal to Igor grid. Replace your name. H is equal to 25 grid. Replace your age grid. Output message printf hello, my name is name me h years. Python execution of the second task grid. Create a variable and with the lower underline with them and with the lower underline with them is equal to true grid. Set true if sunny or false if cloudy. Grid conditions for output message and f is the lower underline with them. Print today is sunny double apostrophe else print today is cloudy. Double apostrophe copy this code and test it. You can change the value variable as the lower. Underline with them to check both scenarios. Today we learned what variables are, what types of data are, and how use them in Python. These basic concepts are important for further learning programming. In the next lesson we will analyze operations with variables and learn how to create more complex programs. If you liked this video, like it, subscribe to the platform channel, and leave comments. Thanks for watching and see you in the next lesson.